Did you know that one of the bravest heroes of World War II was not a man, but a dog? This is the incredible true story of Sergeant Gander, a massive Newfoundland dog whose courage saved the lives of Canadian soldiers and earned him the highest honor for animal bravery. Our story begins in Newfoundland, Canada. He wasn't always a war hero, he was just a beloved family pet named Pal. But one day, a simple accident changed his destiny forever. Pal accidentally scratched a child while playing. Back then, this could mean a death sentence for a dog. To save his life, his family made a heart-wrenching decision. They donated him to the Royal Rifles of Canada, a local infantry regiment preparing for war. Once he joined the army, Pal was given a new name, Gander. After the newly built Gander International Airport, a key hub for the war effort, he wasn't just any stray. He quickly became the regiment's official mascot. The soldiers adored him, and his gentle, loyal nature made him a morale booster for everyone. He was even promoted to the rank of sergeant. He attended parades, slept in the barracks with the men, and became an inseparable part of the Royal Rifles. In late 1941, the world was plunging deeper into war. Sergeant Gander and his regiment, as part of a unit called Sea Force, were shipped out to a place very far from home, the British colony of Hong Kong. Their mission was to bolster the defenses against a potential invasion by the Empire of Japan. The soldiers probably thought it would be a quiet deployment, a bit of garrison duty, in an exotic location. They had no idea they were sailing directly into one of the fiercest and most desperate battles of the war. On December 8, 1941, just hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, Japanese forces launched a full-scale invasion of Hong Kong. The small, undertrained, and ill-equipped garrison of British, Canadian, and Indian troops was vastly outnumbered. What followed was 18 days of brutal, non-stop fighting known as the Battle of Hong Kong. This is where Sergeant Gander, the gentle giant, transformed into a fearless warrior. He wasn't trained for combat, but his protective instincts took over. When the Japanese soldiers charged, Gander didn't run and hide. He did the opposite. His deep, booming bark would echo across the battlefield, alerting the Canadian soldiers to incoming attacks. But he did more than just bark. On at least 2 separate occasions, witnesses saw Gander physically charge at groups of advancing enemy soldiers. Imagine seeing a 150-pound black dog roaring towards you out of the smoke and chaos. It was enough to halt their advance, forcing them to regroup and giving the Canadians precious time to defend their positions. He wasn't just a mascot anymore. He was a comrade in arms, actively fighting to protect his men. His bravery didn't stop there. He seemed to have a special sense for those who were most vulnerable. He would frequently stay close to wounded Canadian soldiers, growling and snapping at any enemy who tried to get near them, essentially standing guard over his injured friends. He was a furry 4-legged guardian angel on the battlefield. The climax of Gander's story came on Christmas Eve, 1941. The fighting was at its most intense. The Canadian forces were pushed back to the Limon Peninsula. A group of wounded Canadian soldiers were cornered, taking cover from heavy enemy fire. Suddenly, a Japanese hand grenade landed right in the middle of them. With only seconds to spare, there was nothing the injured men could do. It was a death sentence. But Gander saw the danger. Without a moment's hesitation, he did something truly astonishing. He lunged for the grenade, scooped it up in his massive mouth, and turned. He then ran with it, away from his men and back towards the enemy. The grenade exploded mid-stride, killing Sergeant Gander instantly, but his sacrifice was not in vain. He had saved the lives of at least 7 wounded Canadian soldiers who would have otherwise perished. It was the ultimate act of loyalty and bravery. The Battle of Hong Kong ended the next day. On Christmas Day, with the surrender of the British forces, the surviving members of the Royal Rifles would spend the next 4 years in brutal prisoner-of-war camps, but they never forgot their canine hero. The story of Gander's sacrifice was passed down from survivor to survivor, a shining example of courage in one of the darkest chapters of the war. For decades, Gander's story was just that, a story, a legend among veterans. But his actions were not forgotten. After the war, his name was added to the Hong Kong Veterans Memorial Wall in Ottawa, Canada. He is the only animal whose name is inscribed among the 1,975 soldiers who fought there. Then, on October 27, 2000, came the official recognition he so richly deserved. Sergeant Gander was posthumously awarded the Dickin Medal. This is the highest award an animal can receive for gallantry in military conflict, often called the animal's Victoria Cross. It was the first time in over 50 years that the medal had been awarded, a testament to the magnitude of his heroism. Today, Sergeant Gander's legacy lives on. There are statues honoring him in Gander, Newfoundland, and in Bass River, Nova Scotia. He is remembered not just as a mascot, but as a soldier who fought and died for his friends. His story is a powerful reminder that heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and that the bonds of loyalty and love can inspire the most incredible acts of courage, even on the bloodiest of battlefields. So next time you think of war heroes, remember Sergeant Gander, the Newfoundland dog who charged the enemy, guarded the wounded, and gave his own life to save his comrades. A true legend, and a very, very good boy. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as moving as we did, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more incredible stories from history, and share this video to help keep the memory of this four-legged hero alive. We'll see you in the next one.